excited to have you here for today's performance.
In case of emergency, there are 7 exits, 3 in the front and 4 in the back.
Bathrooms can be found through the back exits of the auditorium. If you can, please wait to use the bathroom until intermission or between performances.
There are AEDs located outside the back exits of the auditorium.
Food and beverages are not allowed inside the theater. If concessions are being sold at an event, you must eat them outside in the lobby before returning back into the auditorium.
Please remember to be respectful to the performers. Remember, they can see and hear you just like you can see and hear them.
Thank you for attending. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Please stand. Tonight, our very own C.W. Baker High School senior and outdoor track and field athlete, Lundy Langstaff, will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Lundy. I would like to welcome everyone to our athletic awards ceremony. This evening, we gather to commemorate our remarkable achievements and contributions of our esteemed athletes, coaches, and champions. It is a monumentous occasion where we can pay tribute to the past, present, and future of Baldwinsville athletic excellence. Tonight, we have the distinct privilege to enshrine 9 remarkable individuals into our prestigious Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, along with honoring our top student athletes from this past year. The Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame's mission is to recognize athletes, coaches, and supporters who have made a significant contribution to the Baldwinsville Central School District athletic program through their service, performance, dedication, commitment, and accomplishments. The purpose of the Baldwinsville Community Athletic Hall of Fame is to honor and celebrate the accomplishments of outstanding athletes, coaches, administrators, and Baldwinsville supporters, to reconnect those individuals and their family with the Baldwinsville Central School District, to deepen the current student-athlete understanding and appreciation for the history of Baldwinsville athletics by seeking their participation, and to foster pride, promote good sportsmanship, scholarship, and citizenship in our school and community. Before we begin with our introductions, I would like to thank and recognize the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame committee members for all their hard work, commitment, conversation, time, and effort for getting this important and all-needed Athletic Hall of Fame back up and running. When I call your name, if you could give a wave, that would be greatly appreciated. Sue Allen, Kathy Morris, Bill Allen, Jim Galley, Dana McDonald, Victor Jenkins, and Tom Ross. Tonight, we are honored to induct 9 outstanding individuals into our Athletic Hall of Fame. Each of the 9 inductees or representatives will be called to the stage and will receive 2 commemorative items, a personal plaque for their achievement and an official Hall of Fame plaque that will be displayed on the table in front of them. These plaques will be permanently displayed in our Athletic Hall of Fame. First up, please direct your attention to the monitors as Ben Leon shares with you our first student-athlete inductee, class of 1947 graduate, Herc Merrifield's athletic accomplishments.
Homer Herc Merrifield graduated from Baker High School in 1947, leaving behind a legacy as a standout athlete. The nickname Herc was bestowed upon by him and his peers, who thought he resembled the mythical Hercules. Herc excelled in football, baseball, and basketball, earning a reputation as a star in each sport. His leadership qualities shone through as he captained the 1947 baseball team, guiding them to a record-setting winning streak that remains a point of pride for the school. His skills on the diamond were so impressive that following his senior year, he was invited to try out as catcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. This opportunity allowed him the unforgettable experience of sharing the field with the legendary Jackie Robinson. After high school, Herc continued his athletic journey at Colgate University, playing football and baseball. Pursuing further education, Herc transitioned from athlete to mentor, teaching classes and coaching both basketball and football at St. Lawrence University. His passion for sports and education inspired countless students and athletes during his tenure. He received his master's degree from Colgate and his doctorate from the University of Iowa. He was a professor of physical therapy at Ithaca College for 22 years. He left Ithaca for Texas Tech, where he started the physical therapy program and retired in 2002 as Professor Emeritus. Herc moved to Bend, Oregon, drawing by his reputation as a premier ski town and its vibrant outdoor lifestyle. He embraced the community and continued to pursue his love of sports and the outdoors, leaving a lasting impression on all who knew him. We are honored to have Herc as a member of the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ben could not join us tonight, but we wanted to thank him. At this time, would Herc's niece, Sharon, please come to the podium to receive your uncle's recognition. Congratulations to Herc and Sharon. At this time, I would like to welcome student-athlete Ayamide Olasade to the stage to honor our second student-athlete inductee, class of 1950 graduate, Jack Montague Sr. Please direct your attention to the monitors as Ayamide shares with you Jack's athletic accomplishments.
Jack Montague, a distinguished member of the C.W. Baker High School class of 1950, was a standout student-athlete who excelled in multiple sports. He played second base on the school's baseball team that set a record for consecutive wins. That team was a part of the Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame for many years. Jack also competed in basketball and football for Baldwinsville. After high school, Jack continued the athletic career playing 4 years of state baseball league and representing the U.S. Army in baseball at Fort Indian-Tom Gad. His versatility extended to basket softball, where he played for the U.S. Air Force and spent 20 years as a catcher in Syracuse Basket Softball League. Jack's impressive career included facing renowned teams such as the King and his court and the Queen and her court, showcasing his skill against the league competition. He participated in numerous local tournaments with the Syracuse Cyclones and later transitioned to slow pitch softball, competing in 2 world tournaments held in Arizona and Virginia. His dedication to being a dedicated student-athlete at Baldwinsville and his contributions to local and military teams highlight his remarkable legacy as an athlete. Congratulations, Jack, on being inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Iowa. At this time, would Jack's grandsons, Justin and Zach, please come to the podium to receive your recognition. Congratulations, Jack. At this time, please welcome student-athlete Mallory O'Freddy to the podium to honor an honorary contributor, class of 1982 graduate, Kathy Urschel. Please direct your attention to the monitors as Mallory shares with you Kathy's athletic accomplishments.
Kath's life was defined by resilience, positivity, and an indomitable spirit. Unlike many athletes, she discovered her passion for athletics later in life, having first devoted herself to horses in school. From the age of 8, Kath faced significant challenges. Her sight and hearing were impaired, forcing her to navigate the world in near darkness and silence. Rather than accept limitations, she was determined to prove she was not handicapped, only challenged, and relished opportunities to overcome obstacles. After high school, Kath pursued equine management at Casanova College. At 21, she became completely blind, but she continued her education, earning both her bachelor's and master's degrees from Syracuse University. She adapted to her studies using a tape recorder and braille printer, as modern assistive technologies were not yet available. In 2006, Kath became a licensed massage therapist, further demonstrating her adaptability and drive. Kath's athletic journey began tandem cycling, where she served as the stoker, relying on a sighted partner to guide her. Her dedication led her to carry the Olympic flame in 1996 and win a silver medal at the Atlanta Paralympics. She broke barriers in endurance sports, becoming the first physically challenged woman to complete a race across America and the only woman to finish the 3,400-mile transcontinental triathlon in 1998. Despite a serious crash in 1999 that resulted in a stroke and further sensory loss, Kath's determination did not waver. She competed in the 2000 Australian Paralympics, was honored as a Woman of Distinction by the New York State Senate, and met President Clinton. She continued to compete internationally, including in outrigger canoeing, and later founded a motivational speaking business called Kids Meet Kids to promote teamwork, inclusion, and diversity. Kath's legacy is one of courage, perseverance, and inspiration, remembered fondly by her community and honored posthumously for her remarkable achievements. We are honored to have Kath as a member of the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Mallory. At this time, will Kath's sister, Mary Jo Reinhardt, please come to the podium to receive your sister's recognition. Congratulations, Kathy and Mary Jo. Please direct your attention to the monitors as Marie Williams shares with you our third student-athlete inductee, class of 1981 graduate, Laura Ryder Hennessy's athletic accomplishments.
Laura was a dominant and most feared middle distance runner in Section 3 in the early 80s. She dominated events from the indoor 300 to the 1,000 and 400 and 800 outdoors, and was a major force in the 4x2, 4x4, and 4x8 meter relays, with many victories and records. She at one time held multiple school records, most importantly the 400 and 800 outdoors and the 300 and 600 indoors, as well as some relay records. She also held many Onondaga League and Section 3 records. Her senior year, she qualified for the indoor state meet in 4 events, while also starring on the volleyball team. She is the cause of the regulation that prohibits an athlete from competing in 2 sports in the same season. In 1981, Laura received all league honors in 4 events: the 400, the 800, 4x4 meter relay, and 4x8 meter relay. Laura was an outstanding cross-country runner. She was one of the team leaders as they won the league and Section 3 titles in 1980. That year, the cross-country team took second in states after winning every dual meet and invitational in which they competed, securing the #1 New York State ranking. Laura continued her running career on a Division I team during college, then went on to running numerous half marathons and 8 full marathons, including New York City, Chicago, and Boston, with a personal best of 3 hours and 22 minutes. She enjoys bike touring, riding her bicycle across the United States in 2021, and last year riding across Europe. Congratulations, Laura, on being inducted into the Baldwinsville Hall of Fame.
Marie could not be with us tonight due to participating in the outdoor track and field state qualifier meet, but we did want to thank her for her time. At this time, would Laura please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
I am incredibly honored and humbled by being inducted into the Baldwinsville High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Thank you to all who made this happen. I know all of you did not come here tonight to hear a 60-year-old reminisce about her high school athletic career, so I will be brief. Believe it or not, running was not my first interest in high school. I tried marching band, but found I had little musical ability. I also tried soccer, basketball, and volleyball. I am lousy at throwing any kind of ball, so softball was out of the question. That is why I tried track and field. I guess I fell into running like Forrest Gump. Run, Laura, run. But seriously, I want to give credit to my parents, Joy and Dick Ryder, who suggested I try track and field, and encouraged me in my endeavor by attending most of all track meets and even traveling long distances on weekends to watch invitationals. They instilled in me the confidence to follow my dreams and supported me in whatever I chose. Once I found running, I was fortunate enough to have had an incredible coach, along with many wonderful teammates. Without them, the Baldwinsville running program would not have been the dominant force they were in the early 80s. Coach Jim Goulet, who is somewhere here tonight, had a large part in helping me find my passion for running and for the success of our team. He put in the extra effort to get to know his athletes and their running abilities. He also put in the time to know who they were as young adults and helped build their self-esteem. He also knew the abilities of the athletes on the opposing teams. This helped him to know how to stack his lineup to pull off a win. My fellow teammates, like Kim O'Brien, Kelly and Charlene Neville, Sue Volcano, and Kathy Arcaro, who I believe is Morris now and is in this room, and many others, helped me find my love of the sport. Without their camaraderie, track and field would not have been as much fun. And heck, isn't that what all young people are looking for? Jim Goulet, along with my teammates, were a big part of why running became a foundation of my life. Everywhere we lived, from New York to New Mexico, I made lifelong friends through running. My advice to everyone in the room is to find your happy place. Mine has always been running. No matter where life takes you, your happy place will always center you. Thank you again to Jim Goulet and all my fellow high school teammates. This is a shared honor, and I couldn't have done it without them. Finally, I want to thank all the members of the committee who are finding these past Baldwinsville athletes and giving them this incredible honor. We all appreciate your hard work and dedication on resurrecting the Athletic Hall of Fame and keeping the school's legacy alive. Thank you.
Congratulations, Laura. At this time, please welcome student athlete Mitch Burlingame to the stage to honor our fourth student athlete inductee, class of 1987 graduate, Todd Kasmer. Please direct your attention to the monitor as Mitch shares with you Todd's athletic accomplishments.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening to honor one of Baldwinsville High School's most accomplished athletes, Todd Kasmer, class of 1987.
Todd Kazmer was a true multi-sport standout in baseball, football, and hockey, a rare three-sport athlete who made an indelible mark on our school's athletic history. In 1985, Todd distinguished himself by earning several prestigious honors, including the James S. Pelcher Award, the Ronald E. Barnum Baseball Outstanding Athlete Award, the Gould's Pumps Outstanding Athlete and Hockey Award, and the Outstanding Sophomore Award. By 1986, his list of accolades grew to include a second Ronald E. Barnum Baseball Award, the Principals Award, and the Class of 1939 Award. Todd continued his streak of excellence in 1987, receiving a third consecutive Ronald E. Barnum Baseball Award and a second James S. Pelcher Award. Beyond Baldwinsville, Todd earned his OHSL All-League First-Team honors in baseball for both outfield and utility play. In football, he received All-League and All-Upstate honors and was named Most Outstanding Male Athlete in the Onondaga County North A Division. Todd's abilities earned him Division I scholarship offers in both football and baseball. He chose football and accepted a Division I scholarship to Syracuse University, where he played under the legendary Coach Dick McPherson. At Syracuse, Todd attended 5 bowl games, including being a member of the 1987 Sugar Bowl undefeated team, which went 11-0. In 1989, he earned the NCAA Texaco Scholar Athlete Award for his performance in the Peach Bowl, and he was a 3-year varsity letter winner at Syracuse. In 2016, Todd was inducted into the Baldwinsville School District Baseball Hall of Fame, and now Todd can say he is a member of the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Todd.
Thank you, Mitch. At this time, would Todd please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
I just wanted to say thank you. It's great to be back at Baldwinsville. I want to thank the committee for nominating me. I want to congratulate my fellow nominees, and special thanks to my coaches, who I was fortunate enough to have 3 coaches, Coach Sanfilippo, Coach Bader, and Coach Lloyd, who I owe 1 year to. I left 1 year early there, ran a little indoor track. That's what Syracuse asked me to do. They didn't want me to get hurt playing hockey. But I also want a special shout out to my father, who worked for the district for 34 years as a coach and teacher. I basically was the coach's son. I followed him around. He signed me up for just about everything, and I learned quickly hits in Little League led to McDonald's hamburgers. No hits led to a quiet ride home. So I think that helped. I'd also like to thank my friends and family that are here today, especially Greg Wilcox and the Wilcox family. My dad was close with the Pelcher family, the Arcaro family, the Johnson family, and the Newfane family. So I know this would mean a lot to him, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate, being part of the Hall of Fame. And to the current student athletes, you guys have some great facilities out there. Best of luck, and thank you.
Congratulations, Todd. At this time, please welcome student athlete Tiernan Lynch to the stage to honor our 5th student athlete inductee, class of 1993 graduate Jim Ganella. Please direct your attention to the monitor as Tiernan Lynch shares with you Jim's athletic accomplishments.
A 1993 graduate of C.W. Baker High School, Jim Ganella distinguished himself as a 3-sport varsity athlete, earning the Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year, Principals Award for Excellence in 3 sports, and the Class of 1953 Award for Combined Academic and Athletic Achievement. As a team captain in lacrosse, basketball, and soccer, Jim's leadership was matched by his performance. In lacrosse, he was a two-time All-American and academic All-American. In 1992 and 1993, Jim was named Team MVP, was named All-County First Team, and led his team in points, goals, assists, and ground balls. Jim was selected to participate in the 1993 MILA North-South All-Star Game. He was recognized as code number 1 in CMY's Terrific 10 and earned MVP honors in the 1993 OHSL All-Star Game. In basketball, he was an all-county selection, team MVP, and was named an OHSL Exceptional Senior. On the soccer field, Jim was a 3-time all-county first-team pick, 2-time team MVP, and was also named an OHSL Exceptional Senior. Jim's athletic journey continued at Duke University, where he started for the Blue Devils lacrosse team. He was named to the ACC 50th Anniversary Men's Lacrosse Team, earned Division I Midfielder of the Year honors in 1997, and was a 2-time All-American, 2-time ACC All-Conference selection, and was twice named to the ACC All-Tournament Team. Jim also excelled academically, being named the USILA Scholar All-American and Duke Scholar Athlete of the Year. He was captain and was MVP of the team for 2 years, later serving as an assistant coach for the Blue Devils. Professionally, Jim was a lottery pick for the Major League Lacrosse's inaugural season, played for the Bridgeport Barrage, and was an MLL All-Star. His contributions have been recognized with inductions into the Baldwinsville Boys Lacrosse Hall of Fame and the Upstate Lacrosse Foundation Hall of Fame. Jim Pinelli's achievements reflect extraordinary talent, leadership, and dedication, making him a true ambassador for Baldwinsville athletics. Congratulations, Jim, on being inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Chairman. At this time, would Jim please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
Thank you. Chris said that we shouldn't be prepared to have a speech, so I didn't really prepare. But I wanted to first thank the committee. As the other inductees have stated, this is a tremendous honor. I'm very humbled by this honor. I think very much about the school that I went to, the community that I grew up in, the people that I played with, and the people that I played for. So this is one of my crowning achievements and something I'm very, very proud of. I'd like to thank my parents, Mary and Jim, that are here today, for their undying support. They've done everything for me and gone out of their way to support me, both high school and college and professionally. I'd like to thank my brothers and sisters. My sister Sarah's here today with her family. And I'd also like to thank my family, my wife Monica, who's a 1994 graduate of C.W. Baker. My son Connor and my daughter Mia are here today. My older son Tommy couldn't make it, but they are a key part of any success that I've ever had. And I would also like to thank and I guess acknowledge the other inductees. I think it's an amazing group and one that I'm very honored to be a part of. My sister's best friend Tammy is in the group. My neighbor Todd is in the group. One of my wife's best friends, Lori, is in the group. And so it is a very personal and special group to me. But thank you for this honor. Thank you, Beeville, for everything that you've done for me. And thank you, coaches, for everything that you do for us student athletes. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jim. Please direct your attention to the monitor as Madison Polke shares with you our 6th student athlete inductee, class of 1995 graduate, Lori Bem, athletics accomplishments.
true standout in Baldwinsville athletics, Lori left an indelible mark through dedication, leadership, and excellence across multiple sports. A 5-year varsity starter in basketball from 1990 to 1995, Lori became the all-time leading scorer in school history, boys or girls, with an outstanding 1,484 career points. A 3-time first-team All-League selection, team captain, and the 1995 All-CNY Player of the Year, her senior year was capped by a sectional championship and a regional runner-up finish. Lori's impact reached beyond the court, representing Central New York in the Empire State Games for 2 years and earning a spot in the prestigious Sabre Classic All-Star Game in both 1994 and 1995. Her consistency and sportsmanship were recognized with numerous honors, including the Gold's Pump Outstanding Team Player Award, Who's Who in Sports All-Star Honors, and the Pastime Athletic Club Award for outstanding contributions to athletics and community. In addition to basketball, Lori was a varsity athlete in both soccer in 1993 and tennis in 1994 and 1995, exemplifying versatility and athletic excellence. Following high school, Lori continued her athletic career at Nazareth College, playing collegiate basketball and carrying her legacy of excellence to the next level. Lori embodies the spirit of Baldwinsville athletics, a leader, a competitor, and a role model both on and off the court. So congratulations, Lori, on being inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Madison could not be here to join us tonight, but we did want to thank her for her help with this. At this time, would Lori please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
Coach Morris said I need to keep this very quick. Under a minute, she said, so I better go. I just want to say thank you again to the committee, as the other inductees have said. This is an honor. I've been in this community. My 30th reunion is this June. That makes me cringe saying that. But I've worked for the district for almost 20 years and coach in the district as well. And just being a part of this community has been amazing. I'm getting to raise my kids in this district, and just the overwhelming support of coaches and the student athletes and the colleagues that I've worked with over these last 20 years has been, I have made lifelong friends. I'm hoping to have an impact on student athletes, just as my coaches has had for me. Coach Morris was my coach for the entire 5 years. She was very different back then. You all think she's a little crazy now. You should have seen her way back when. But she has not only been my coach for 5 years way back when, but she to this day is one of my best friends. We talk pretty much daily, and I thank her for everything that she has done for me, not only back then, but allowing me to, give me the opportunities to coach in the program, and to be a part of, a sport that I've put so much time and energy into and enjoyed so much of. I'd like to thank my parents, of course, who are here tonight. My dad was recently inducted into the New York State Coaches Hall of Fame. So between my dad and Kathy, I didn't really have much of a choice of the direction that I was going in terms of sports. So I'd also like to thank my husband, who is also here tonight. I am gone a lot. I coach 3 different seasons, and he really takes care of things at the house for me with my kids and all the home things, so I appreciate that as well. Good luck to our student athletes who are graduating, and just enjoy the time that you're having, because you're going to 30 years goes very, very quickly. I remember sitting and getting awards and doing the whole graduation thing, and I don't know where the last 30 years have gone. So I thank everybody, and did I do that? Great. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations, Lori. Please direct your attention to the monitor as Jacob Penafeather shares with you our 7th student athlete inductee, class of 1996 graduate, Drew Olson's athletic accomplishments.
Drew Olson was a three-sport athlete at CW Baker High School. Drew Olson excelled in football, basketball, and baseball. On the football field, he was a 2-year starter and was named the team's most outstanding player in 1996. In basketball, he earned starting roles during the 1994 and 1996 seasons. It was on the baseball diamond, however, where Drew left his most outstanding mark. A 4-year starter from 1993 to 1996, he was named first-team All-OHSL 3 times, capturing 2 league batting titles, and was honored as the Central New York Player of the Year in 1996. The same year, he was recognized nationally as a USA Today All-American and selected to the National Babe Ruth All-Star Team in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. He also twice represented Central New York as a starting center fielder on the Empire State Team. In 2024, Andrew was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Andrew continued his athletic career on the Division I baseball scholarship at Lemoyne College. As a 3-year starter, he set the program record for single season fielding percentage of 1,000 and triples in a single game, too. He earned academic All-American honors in 1997 and was named to the MAC All-Tournament team in 1998, reflecting his success both on the field and in the classroom. Congratulations, Drew, on being inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Jacob could not join us tonight, but we did want to thank him for his efforts with that video. At this time, would Drew please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
Still don't know how I made this. I gotta move the mic down and everything after following some of these guys, but thank you so much. This is, it's an incredible honor, like some of the other inductees had said, to be a part of this group and just to be a part of this community and what it means. Means so much to me to be here and to be a part of this. So I thank the committee for nominating me, and my family's here with me. My mom and dad are here, and like Jim said, you know, just the day in and day out support that you guys have provided me. I live in Florida now. My family's with me here. My wife Melissa, my 2 daughters Janelle and Taylor. They were shaking their heads like they couldn't understand. I don't know if it was just their curiosity or their doubt how I got inducted, and I had to really think about that for a little bit, because I'm 5'0", I'm 100 and nothing. And I remember the first award that I got when it was 1994, it was my sophomore year, and I made first team All-League in baseball, and it was a year where we won the league championship and we won sectionals. Now that I've been inducted, I can tell you the truth. I was terrible. Terrible. I was so bad that the coach made me bunt almost every time I was up. And so if you're not a baseball fan, bunting is like you literally you put the bat out in front of you, you turn your body, and you almost like catch the ball like you're not trying to hurt it, and then you run down really fast. And so I had to do that almost my whole year and ended up making first team All-League. But I did have a couple things going for me. One, I was pretty quick, right? So I was able to beat the ball to first base a lot of the time, and so I had a high batting average, right? So that I had that going for me. 2, if you were here last year, you know why we won so many games, because Jason Gurley was one of my teammates. Okay, covers Sports Illustrated, 6'5", 240, right? You understand, right? You understand why we were good. It had nothing to do with me. And then third, and I feel old, like you mentioned, Lori. Third, there's no evidence of how bad I was. No evidence. We did not have cell phones. We did not have social media. Nobody knows that I was bunting. See, kids, I know this is going to be a little history lesson for you, but back then we had newspapers. And in the newspaper, there was no videos of me bunting, right? It just showed that I had 2 hits. So I can almost picture like the coaches being around voting on who's gonna make the all-league team, right? And I know we won a lot of games, so they're probably like, well, this dude's got a high average. Let's vote for him. And so I say that all funny. And you know what, Coach Sanfilippo's here. Coach, congratulations to Coach. Can we get up for him? So Coach, here's a fun fact. Coach and I have the same birthday, March 27th. I was a student here for 6 years, middle school and high school. I never knew that. Now I know it because we're Facebook friends. We could have celebrated all those birthdays together, but we had the internet and social media back then, so that's how old I feel. But anyways, I say all that to say, there's an insight in that moment that I don't want you to miss, students, student athletes, and my individual success came because I was on a winning team, and I know that for sure. And if I could give you any advice, you don't get this in the era of middle and how everybody wants to tell you to focus on yourself. But I'm telling you, for me, it was total opposite. The reason I made first team all-league that year was because I was on a winning team. And individual success comes as a byproduct of team success. And, I appreciated all those moments. And I forget what I was gonna say. I had it memorized, I should have wrote it down like Todd. But I don't want you to lose that insight. And so for me, that led to so many more opportunities. The individual success led to me getting more opportunities in the summer, so I got to play more. And when I get to play more, I got to get better. And when you get better, you get to play more. And so that positive cycle started for me, but I can tell you it started because I was on a winning team. And so that's my one insight I want to leave with you guys today. Congratulations to all the award winners. Thank you to all my coaches and everybody that's poured into me over the years. It's an incredible honor. Thank you.
Congratulations, Drew. At this time, please welcome student athlete Addison Garcia to the stage to honor our 8th student athlete inductee, class of 2001 graduate, Tammy Michael. Please direct your attention to the monitors as Addison shares with you Tammy's accomplishments.
Tammy comes from a long line of proud Beagle athletes. Her grandmother, Lorraine Forrest, and her dad and cousin, Dan Michael Sr. and Jr., all wore red and white before she did. Tammy captained Beagle's inaugural field hockey team, had the privilege of playing for undefeated regional volleyball teams for junior and senior years, and was a member of the 1999 runner-up and 2000 state championship lacrosse teams, which were inducted into the Baldwinsville Girls Lacrosse Hall of Fame last month. Tammy earned all-league honors in field hockey, volleyball, and lacrosse, as well as first-team All-CNY and honorable mention All-American in lacrosse. Tammy was named Outstanding Team Player in field hockey and volleyball. She won the James R. Berg Sportsmanship Award, the Health South Scholar Athlete Award for a student athlete pursuing a health career, the Principals Award for the senior athlete who excelled in 3 sports and demonstrated strong leadership, and the Glenn E. Goodfellow Outstanding Athlete Award, selected by all members of the school's coaching staff. After graduating from Baker, Tammy played lacrosse at UConn, where she still holds the record for most free position goals in a game and ranks 6th in shooting percentage. She was awarded the Iron Husky Strength and Conditioning Award, as well as the Sam Ritual Husky Award for a player who demonstrates the spirit of the game and exemplifies traits of loyalty and sportsmanship. After college, Tammy pursued a master's in public health from Columbia University and has worked at Queens Public Library for 18 years. Although she now lives in Queens, New York with her husband John, who she met playing volleyball, their 6-year-old Maya and their dog Emmy, Baldwinsville will always and forever be home. Congratulations, Tammy, on being inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Edison. At this time, would Tammy please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
All right, I got my security blanket with me. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. This is such a thrill and an honor. And there is something extra special about being inducted with Jim Pinella. I became as you already heard, I became lifelong best friends with his youngest sister, Jess, at Coach Rose lacrosse camp behind Eldon School. Practically grew up in the Pinella house, and so looked up to Josh, Jimmy, and Sarah Pinella. So this feels very full circle Beeville for me. Plus, my grandparents were such close friends with Jack, and Lori was one of my first coaches at Coach Morris's basketball camp. So again, I'm so proud to be in such incredible company and so grateful to be part of such a close-knit community. And I actually just met Madison's mom a week ago, or about a month ago at the Lacrosse Hall of Fame. I absolutely loved growing up in Beeville. The support and care I felt from my coaches and teachers started at such a young age and was an extension of my parents' care and love. Through sports, my coaches and teammates helped me arrive at my most important lessons, what I value, what do strength, health, and happiness look like for me, and how do I get there. Sports and the coaches and teammates I played for and with helped me to find my authentic self early on and to figure out how I wanted to approach each day. And because of sports, daily challenges now seem manageable. I remember just recently joking around with a Beeville teammate as adults about how birthing a child is basically just a hard circuit workout. So to all the current athletes, you got this. Your sports are preparing you well for whatever any person might try and throw at you later on. And thank you for making us older be so proud. To my coaches and all of the coaches here, thank you for giving so much of your time and selves to us. We really do learn so much from you. Thank you for this honor, and go Bees!
Congratulations, Tammy. Let us give another well-deserved round of applause for the class of 2025 Athletic Hall of Fame inductees. I also would like to give a shout out to all the students that did the summaries, and with the help from our Baker librarian, Leslie Cartier, they did an excellent job with reading them, and we want to congratulate all of them for all their hard work. This concludes our Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony. We will take a 5-minute intermission. After that intermission, we will begin the Baldwinsville Athletic ceremony. Thank you.